Hello everybody, welcome to our Backgammon live stream number 155. Today I'll play my 7th round in the StreamChamps League, where 10 Backgammon streamers are competing against each other, and everybody is doing his own video or stream on his channel. And today I'm playing against Grandmaster Naoki Iketani. I think Naoki is probably the second strongest player in this field after 𝗏𝗏. And yeah, he played quite successful so far. He has lost only one match and won 3 of his 4 matches. So the table that you see here that Dennis is doing for us, thanks to Dennis, it's a little bit, what should I say, it does not take into account that players have different numbers of rounds played so far. So I think maybe it would be a better idea to sort it in the way that the not according to the number of matches won, but in the number of matches lost. So anyway, we see that 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀 is on top of the hill with 5 out of 5. And me, that's what I'm saying, I'm number 2, but I have also already played 6 matches, so you could argue that, for example, Naoki, who is ranked on number 4, maybe in a better position because he can make more points because he has only lost 1 match. Anyway, it will be a great match, I'm pretty sure. I hope I will play better than last time against Dennis. I was pretty much disappointed from my, even though I won the match, I was very disappointed by my performance. And yeah, if I had one free wish regarding to Backgammon, it would be cool that I could get rid of that I'm so disappointed or sometimes even depressed when I play badly. Not about winning or losing, but about how I played according to XG. I see my opponent seems to be ready on heroes. So without further ado, we will start the match. Hi Herbert, nice to have you here. My belated birthday wishes to you. Happy birthday. So I have to accept here. And then we have to switch to heroes. And there we go. 7-point match with 2 minutes per point. So should be enough time, but we've seen it very often that I get into sometime issues at the end of the match. Okay, I think we cannot hit, so we have to play something like that here. Yeah, Iketani is a 𝗵𝗵𝗃 Grandmaster, which means he has played below 4 over 300 experience points, so that's quite an effort. And compared to some imaginary fake titles that some people use, 𝗵𝗵 titles are really, they mean something, because it takes a lot of work to get these titles, not just putting your label on it. So I think we will anchor. So I'm already in a pretty bad position, but what can we do? I could run now, even though I'm 22 pips down. This should be avoided. But what is the alternative? The alternative would be priming, what you usually do when you are behind. Stripping the mid. Yeah, I cannot run so far behind. I have to improve my front position. So I'm not quite sure if Naoki is doing a live stream or recording. But anyway, you should take a look at his channel. You find the links in the video descriptions to all the channels of all the 10 participants in the StreamChamps League. And everyone, I think, is doing it in a little bit different ways. So you have a lot of variety regarding the format. Okay, at least I can make some kind of structure here on my front side. But still, of course, I'm a big underdog here. 3 checkers back against 1. And Naoki has also way more structure. So I hope I can hit. I have to hit with anything. Of course, this is super strong. I have to hit, and then what shall we do? I'll make my prime. Yeah, and why not slot, huh? Is there anything better? If I don't hit, I have to hit. And then I cannot do anything better than the bar point. Nothing on the back, and I give up the prime. And 6 to 5 with 2, I will not win the prime battle in that way. So let's try this. High volatility, of course, maybe it's a double here. And I think I should take. So hitting and escaping, of course, is very strong. He even thinks about double hitting and then playing on for the G, maybe. So here, now he can play on. I think he has no bad numbers directly, maybe. But if I make it 2, maybe I get a take. I don't think so. But this cannot be a take, so I'll let this one go. So let's hope for a better game this one. So 6-4. Guess I'll make the bar. See nothing else. Okay, let's hope for a hitter. It's not a hitter, but it's one of the better non-hitters. I can make a strong anchor, which more or less equalizes the position. Maybe I'm even slightly ahead. Now making the 5 or 4 point. And then getting close to a double. Okay. Wish fulfilled. And yeah, keeping the builders separated should be a little bit better. So I'm down in the race. Only 1 back checker. Here's a strong structure. I'm down in the match. I think it's still a little bit too early. I will take another roll. So now I'm ahead, so which means I should reduce contact. And then, yeah, why not give? I'm not really ahead, huh? 2 pips and opponent and roam. What are the alternatives? Alternative is, of course, this one. This would be an expensive oversight if I would not have detected this. So I can already feel that I'm not on top of my concentration, because I should have seen this move way faster. So now I have this strong prime, and yeah, I'll let the opponent decide if he can still take it. So that I'm behind in the race is to my advantage. I think 2-1 is not so good. I hoped for a non-ace that I can just play from the mid. God, this is horrible now. I have to keep my prime, that's for sure. And I can give this ace here. Then I may get problems bringing my prime home. And I think I give these 11 shots for. So he has aces and deuces, which are good in the other way round as well. So why weaken my position? Huh? That's my idea. Anyway, let's see. Good thing is he didn't hit me. And it's also not so bad for me that it's a big roll with many pips, more than average. But of course, any hit will be very dangerous. So I have to move from the mid, that's for sure. I can play like that. Then I have 2 active builders for the 3. And I think it should be better like that. Then I have 2.5 active builders. Even though I have to give an indirect if I make the 3 point from the 8. Should be better. And also I have to be able to attack if he advances with the deuce, which he will always do. So now I'm way behind. Should I hit? I have to hit. Oh, another not so easy decision. Question is if I hit. So if I advance, he has deuces that are strong and 3s that are strong. So the same reason, this should not be done. So here he has only 3s. And I have more covers. Play like that, huh? I cannot play passive, and hope that I can attack next time. I'm not favorite to build on him, to point on him. So I think I have to bite the bullet. Is it? Yeah. Let's hope he doesn't roll a 3. So much for that plan. So now what's going on if I dance? Which happened. So there are quite a lot of gammons, even though his gammon price is lower. And the cube is on 4. Problem is if I let it go, he's 4 away, which I don't like, or which I try to avoid. But he has so many rolls left to roll a 6. As this may be a play on, because the gammon price is higher on the 2 level than on the 4 level for Naoki. To be honest, I have no clue about this position. And I would hate it if he doubles, because then I have to make a decision, otherwise not. So how can I win from here? If he rolls a 6, I'm in a very bad shape. If he doesn't roll a 6, I have to roll an ace. So basically I need 1, 6, 2 numbers, and he needs only 1. And if I roll an ace, I still haven't turned the game around. I have to hit loose, he can hit back. Oh, I don't like it. I feel like it's a drop. Yeah, could be a huge blunder, of course. Of course, he cannot easily close me out, because he cannot prime me. And any return hit, if he hits open on the ace, if I enter, can turn the game around. Wow, there is huge blunder potential, of course. Do we have any immediate bad numbers? Double 5. Double 4 is quite okay. So how much contact do I have left here? Raises that. If I enter, I can only attack effectively with 3. Whew. I don't know. I'll let it go. Oh, I've felt absolutely uncomfortable. So this is definitely this kind of position where I need some work on, because I have really no clue, and the longer I think, the more likely it is that I get the wrong side of the coin that I'm tossing. So this is already double. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 checkers in the zone. Here's the bar point. 0, 3. Check on the ace is a little issue, I think. Despite the score, I hope it's still not good enough. But of course, I wrote the super joker. So I guess I should cube now. Fours are somehow duplicated. Yeah, maybe a good argument for passing is that at some point I thought I mentioned that it may be even too good. So oh. So I guess Naoki is explaining the position for his viewers on his channel. Yeah, 4-point board is strong, huh? Okay, will be interesting. So do I hit now? If no covers, I think I have to get my Backgammon moving. So I can play this one to have at least a builder, an attacker on the 4. Or I can start running. I still have time. I want to combine my chances, so let's go for this. So 4-3. So I could make this one, but then he has 6s here. These are all 6s except double 2s, which means 16 numbers. Plus 4, 5, 3, 18 numbers to hit. 3s and 2s are also strong. I think I can't do that. I think I have to hit. I have to hit something and then maybe adding another checker. Yeah, I think it's more important than advancing on the back. Poor. So 6-4. I cannot cover, so I hit, and then I finally make a move here. Double 4. So I guess I have to switch. I cannot cover, so I have to switch. And then, yeah, why not bring another checker down? So, good position. Or maybe at least 3. So, can bring one down. Don't have to step up to the 21, I think. Having more hit and pick and pass, I think. It's quite important. No pick and pass, that's a horrible number. So I can only play here, 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 and here if I don't want to destroy my board or create a dead checker. So I have to create a dead checker. Oh, I'm so bad. Why can't I jump this prime, little primey? Could be such an easy win if you just roll some. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I leave the 6s for hitters as well, because I need more time. Turned out well. Guess I have to jump. Double 3 is not good, of course, now, but it's not much better if I play 15 to 10. So still blocked here, but at least I get around this one. So 4-3, we have to jump. Six, 4. Distribute. Cannot be too bad, even though I don't have to make the 6 point to win this game. So this looks quite good to me, even though double 5 leaves a shot, which I don't like. So if we play like that, I can play 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2. I think double 5 and double 6 play well now, without leaving a shot. So I think I play like that. So how many rolls has he not rolled? A 6, this poor guy. But he will get rewarded. Because I feel he will get a shot soon. So, how about the triple? 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls. I think I can play for the triple. Okay. Now I feel even better about my path in the last game. Okay, 3-away, 4-away. Hit here, and here it's clear to split. Yes, because I'm leading in the match. Oh, this may even be a cube at that score. Given price of 1 once cube is turned. My take point is pretty much money game-ish. Oh, I reversed the score. Sorry, forget what I said. Forget what I said. Maybe Naoki is falling into the same. No, what am I saying? He's 4-away. Uh-oh. I'm really talking rubbish, but this of course is a take. But this is clear to cube at 4-away, 2-away. It may be a little bit earlier at 4-away, 3-away, I think. But at least it was great to think about it. And of course, how I'm talking today, how well concentrated I am, it's pretty dangerous to criticize Naoki here. But to my taste, it was for 4-away, 3-away, because it's quite different. Well, a little bit different from 3-away, 2-away, and 4-away, 2-away. But it worked out very well so far. I cannot anchor, so I will hit. I can anchor on the 22, but this will not. I have to fight and go forward, I'm pretty sure. Which I immediately regret. Immediately regret. Should I have made my 22 anchor of the 5-3? Yeah, I think it's just too. It's just too passive, huh? Even at that score. But even if it would have been a mistake to double here when Naoki doubled, it's a mistake that only a very strong player can make, because a weaker player would not even think about doubling him, and so could easily avoid the mistake if it was a mistake. So now I hate it. I hate it. Not that I took, but I hate it that I did not make my 22 anchor. Because now it looks like an easy match win for Naoki. But I think the position here was quite unlikely to reach from the position where I did not make my anchor with the 5-3. But gammon price of 1 is gammon price of 1, even so it's not a real gammon go situation, because my gammons count, and I also have some 𝗬𝗏, but now it's done. So at least no, I did not really have time issues, but they are solved. So maybe I get a late hit and then destroy my PR even more with a containment adventure. Yeah, same problem as DX. What to talk when you have no decisions to entertain your viewers? Not easy to overplay Japanese, yes. Japan is a very, very, very strong backgammon nation, so but my goal was not really to overplay him. My goal was to play below my current overall PR, which is around 4.7 something. So anything higher than, I think I can give up, or is it too early? I think it would not be too early, but still, let's finish it like a man and try to do the impossible. To save the G here. To save the G, 2, 3, 4. Six, 4. Okay, so we will download the match file and do a quick XG analyzing session. There were quite some good games. So of course, at almost 6, I'm not too happy again. And Naoki played a 3.5, which I guess he's not too unhappy with. Okay, let me enter it into XG and we go through my errors. Let's see. There were some very interesting positions, especially in this priming game. Let's see what happens. So it started quite bad, as we can see here. So XG even disliked my game even more. Then let's go through the game. We have only 4 games, so let's go move by move, I would say. Let's use the arrows, and then let's check it. Let me just close here in the background. We'll close heroes, and then we start. Okay, 4-3 was good, but not so complicated. 5-2, 3-2, made the anchor. 6-5, and then, yeah, this one. We talked about it, and yeah, it was obvious that it's not that this move does not give me the brightest priming chances, but it's always hard to find a running move when you're so far behind in the race, even though it has the advantage of increasing my outfield coverage, which is quite nice, and not stripping the mid. But anyway, I saw it, but I was not able to find it to play it. So this I'm not feeling too bad about. I would say I would make this mistake maybe on a better day as well. Yeah, so doubles 3. So what I want to say is always hard to find the exceptions, even though you can always argue and to see the XG results. So my 4-1, at least I got a good priming point. 4-2 runs out. Yeah, strong move. If you're so far ahead, you have to run and not wait for the perfect roll. Of course, this is standard play for strong players like Naoki. So here, this was quite interesting position. And should I slot or should I stack my 2 builders on the 5 point? I was quite confident with my move, but it looks like it's pretty much even. Okay. So anyway, I'm not too unhappy with this decision, of course. So 6-4, of course, was very strong. Hitting and out. Dancing was not the best solution. And here, yeah, this was a pretty clear path. I think this was even easy to find for me. So first game was not too difficult. Second game, 3-1, 2-1, split the standard. By the way, hi Dennis and hi Marcel in the chat. Good to have you here, guys. So 4-3, 6-4 makes the bar, also without many alternatives. 6-5 and 6-5, of course, was a great non-hitter to make the bar point. 6-1, nothing special here. Another great double aces for me. Not many alternatives. 5-4. I think here I was talking about cubing before I almost overlooked making the 5 prime. Oh, that's where you already saw this will probably not end with an exceptionally well-played match by me, because I immediately first I misestimated the pip count, which is quite not so easy to do when you're playing online. And I should immediately see, a good player should immediately see that that you can make the 4-point here. Well, this was not very brilliant. And I talked about cubing, and yes, it's still a blunder to cube here, because the opponent's structure is too strong, and if he rolls a 3 or a 2, he's threatening to escape, and he is ahead in the race, and I have to attack, and he has his strong homeboard, and all these reasons. So this I got right. Maybe I was still busy about thinking about the cubing. Maybe that was the reason why I first overlooked this obvious move. Anyway, I found it. Great. So making the 3, and here I cubed. Okay, so far so good. So far, except for the, even though it was not an error at the end, but of course it was quite painful not to, and shameful not to see the double 3 making the 5 prime. So this was a good cube. I'm very happy with that. And of course, I think Naoki can be even more proud to, I think he found the take pretty quick. So this also shows his great skill. That not like me, who guesses and then sometimes guesses right, but he was pretty confident about this take, and I think it's not too obvious. Maybe it's clear because you have your racing chance, you have this strong board, so if you advance with a 2 and you hit back, if your opponent has to hit loose, then you are in a great shape. So 2-1 was not so good. What is the alternative? 13? Ah, okay. At least I realized that 5-2 is rubbish. So maybe it was not so difficult, but at least I found the right play. And what the difference here, it cannot be anything big where you put your checkers here. You leave it back that you get more shots when he jumps out with 2-6. I don't know. Anyway, this was not so difficult. Double 3 here. 3-2. Yeah, it was clear that it's better than 13-8 because you have 2.5 active builder opposed to only 2 this after this position, after this move. Okay, easy technical stuff. So now comes a biggie. So switch. Oh, this is horrible. Why did I even think about switching? It's standard to look for switches if you roll. Always look for switches if you roll doubles. This is really annoying that I did not even consider this move. Now that I look at it, I was so focused on priming that I completely excluded it from my list. And since the hitting is, yes, it's a priming move, but it's also a very dangerous priming move, because after a hit, in 1/3 of the cases, I'm in a very bad position. Yeah, this is... I should find a move like that. 3-1. Obviously, a strong move. Dancing. Okay. This is a nice one. No redouble and take. So this is where my PR came from. This was still a take. I thought about it, and I have nothing to add because you clearly saw that I had no clue at all with this position. And it's, of course, you should always redouble here. Even if you know the numbers here, if I would know the numbers and I would be in Naoki's shoes, I would double this. Because, yeah, I guess I'm not the only stupid guy in the Backgammon world who may pass this. And I was more or less guessing. It was an easy take according to XG. And yes, the gammons are very high, but I can first of all, the gammons are not so valuable for him than in other scores. Yeah, because only 2 points, only 2 extra points, and not 4 extra points. So we will not get the full payout, so to speak. So the gammon price should be lower. And I also often can redouble the gammons out. But anyway, I was not able to. And this is, I often say, this is where you see that that I have not a good feeling foundation, so to speak, for backgammon. Or what I would say, I'm not a very talented player, because in positions I have not studied and I've not seen before, I very often have no clue. I'm just guessing, and I feel that I'm even in 50-50 guessings, like in take pass. I think I may even do worse than tossing a coin. So not much intelligent things I could say about this, except that of course I have to study it, and it will of course end up in my Anki collection. Okay, so we both made a mistake, but it had a huge payout PR-wise and of course match equity-wise. So if we switch to match equities, so he sacrificed 1%, but he got back 2.3%. Yeah, of course, reference always helps, Marcel. But the problem is, if I don't have a reference, then it counts if you're really talented. For example, like Marcus, if he has a position he has never seen, it may be a little bit weird. He has a way better chance to find the right decision. And me, I'm just, you saw it when I was, or heard it when I was talking. It was just completely clueless and in the guessing game. And maybe I should really, I'm not kidding, toss a coin to get at least my 50% in positions like that. I don't know if it would be fair or allowed at tournaments to toss a coin to make your decisions. Anyway. So game number 3. 6-2-5-3 was easy. 4-1 as well. 6-5. Easy peasy. 6-5. Okay, here I was again thinking about cubing because of the score, and I decided the checker on the ace pawn is too much of a weakness. And I'm happy with this judgment, because I'm pretty sure, let's first double check it on ++. It's close to a double at that score, and the problem may be the checker on the ace point. Let me double check this and remove the checker on the ace. But of course, then I do not have it. Have 2.5 point board. But you can see it will not change completely. But if I just remove the checker from the ace point back to the 6 point, my position gets a little bit stronger. So instead of a 48 millipoint no double, it's now a 39. So I was kinda right, even though this is still not a double. I need a little bit more improvement. Maybe splitting the back checkers or something like that. Yeah, it's getting closer. I still need a little bit more. Of course, if I would enter another checker in the zone, it goes without saying that this would be a double. We don't have to try this. Yeah, maybe because it's also a half point, not only weakness, but also in some cases it's useful to make a 3-point board, I guess. I don't know. So over here we see just this little bit improvement. Now we get into doubling territory, and now we can also put the checker back where it was and check if the split would have been enough. And yes, it is. It does not make much sense. It has some drawbacks and it has some advantages. It seems to be neutral in value in this position. Interesting. Okay. So I was not too bad with my estimation here. You also have to mention something sometimes when you're doing something good, if you are also criticizing your bad things so hard. So now this was this double, which was super strong here, and yeah, it looks like it's a clear drop at this score. And yeah, we can maybe check again if we change the score a little bit. Of course, this is way easier to see on the score matrices on my Anki cards, but we can check a few if the lead was a little bit smaller. So we get closer out of a 1-point lead. Now it's getting really close to a take, and at 0-0 it might be borderline. I don't know. Yeah, it's borderline position. So that's quite a nice reference position, or would make it a good reference position. Yeah, absolutely borderline take pass at a neutral score. So very interesting. So 3-1. Now comes some interesting plays where I have to decide play on the front or play on the. You often have to combine your chances, and at 𝗏𝗏 it looks like I made a good decision. Let's double check this on ++. It seems that hitting was very close. I would not have expected that. Interesting. So I found the best move, yes, but it's super close. And it would not have been possible to err very much. I thought it was a good idea to increase flexibility here. I don't need a direct daylight now. Having direct contact to the open 4-point I thought was valuable, which it was, kinda. But it's always good when you see that you make the best move, and XG did on a lower level would have made a smaller error. So you somehow outplayed XG. Okay. Marcel, we can check this. Yes, if I can hit and split, it sounds quite reasonable logic that we do this. So what Marcel was suggesting in the chat is that we have this alternative position on the left where we just move the spare from 6 to 5, which means after hitting we can do something else valuable, in this case splitting. Let's check. Yeah, and I was right. Ah, with a 2-1. Okay, then I will check this, but this one you did not want me to do, but this is also interesting that that this would have been an easy hit. And then we can check what finally what Marcel suggested, that we had a 2-1 in this position. And why? Why should this hitting here better? Why should the hitting be here correct compared to a hitting with a 3-1 from the 6? Because we still can make... I cannot make two things. Okay, I can only play it as a 10. Yeah, then this should maybe switch it to being a clear hitter. Yeah. Okay, let's check. Here. Marcel seems to be in a good mood. 5-2 is correct, and second best would be splitting to the 21. Okay, nice. So very instructional, or whatever, interesting positions. So 4-3 entering and down, no alternative. For 4-3 was interesting. Yeah, this was one of my better decisions, I think. Because I said if I make the 20 point, it's just too passive, huh? Because he has 2s to anchor, 6s to hit, and then I end up in a holding game, maybe. Okay, I found the best move, which has some confidence, which is always nice if you're not just guessing. If you are relatively happy and confident with your decision, then it was right. Because guessing, anybody can guess. Yeah, sure, Marcel, you are right. It's the best thing we can do with, or one of the best things we can do with XG, to try out small modifications of a position to really understand it, what matters and what doesn't, and it's always important to guess beforehand. So you say, I move the checker from here to here, and now I expect that this change. And if it's not that way, then you know that you are not, you have weaknesses in this position, and that you have to study further to completely understand it. So it's not just about changing something and then saying, aha, interesting. You have to make your guess what this change will result in beforehand. Yeah, okay. 4-3. What do we have? Dancing. 6-4. Hitting and coming up. Yeah, this is now. Yeah, I had the right feeling. It seems again that now it's more important to get your back checkers moving. So further, the more advanced you are, the more urgent it is to get your back checkers moving. Even though, of course, it's attractive to have additional attackers or covering numbers. Yeah, I'm quite happy that my feeling was right here. So 6-2 hitting, double 4. Finally, I found a switch. Well done, player 1. But the alternatives are, there are almost no alternatives, so it's more or less forced to play well, I think here. Nothing to be super excited about. So double 2, we cover and play down. Of course. But still, it's very close. I said I need more numbers to pick and pass, to gain timing, to run home with these 3 guys. but still they are closer than I thought. My idea was that I have enough time here to roll a 1, 2, or 3 to see daylight with the final checker. I can run with these first, and it's more important to have some numbers where I can pick and pass here. It was the case, but way closer than I thought. So 6-1 entering, 2-2 was a horrible number. Even XG mentioned it with anti-joker of 400. So what should I have done? I should have killed a checker, XG says. I said I don't want to kill a checker. Oh, changed his mind. So with this position, let's just go on final. We have only aces to hit. And here we have threes. Yeah, threes are bad on the other side. But at least we have, in the other case, we have 2 aces. Huh? And even double ace makes a close board. Okay, everything is very, very close here, but still good to see that I make the right decision. Then 3-1 is pretty clear. Dancing 3-2. No, I was getting nervous that I cannot jump the 3 prime. Another double aces, very close. So it's interesting that the difference is very big here. I said, why not give an extra hitting number, but it's way more flexible. Huh? I can play some 8s here. From here, if I have everything on the 20, an 8 might break my prime. All this tactical stuff. It was kind of obvious, but yeah, if you go through the numbers, it becomes clear that why it's such a big thing. But anyway, 2-2, 6-5. So he didn't like my play here. This was quite a big mistake. I played like that. And here we can play double threes. Why did I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, okay. I missed that. I thought that I will break with double 3 anyway, but I can just handle it from the 14 point. Okay, this was an overview in a way, because I thought I will break with double 3. And this is not the case. I can just jump to the 2 point. This was sloppy. It's easy to find, I think. It's not so... Yeah. Should find that. And so, how do we have 3-2? Was forced. 4-3. Yeah, no big deal. 6-4. Very small differences. 10-5 I found was best. Maybe I thought because double 6s, double 5 are playing well. Oh. Okay, this was okay, even though it would have not been a disaster. The other way around. 5-2. Now this technical stuff, it's always annoying if you mess something up, but I avoided it. 4-1 and 4-3 and 2-1. Yeah, doesn't make any sense to play for the BG. It's very unlikely anyway. And that's it. Now we come to the final game. Final game, 6-3, 6-4. So here splitting is clearly right. Also because of the match score. Now we come to the interstring double, which I said it was too early. No, it was not too early. I should have passed. Wow, here I was way off. Way off. Wow, congratulations to Naoki. If you can accept it from a weaker player, I hope. Pwah! It was not only super strong double, it was even a pass here. Not a big one. Let's see, maybe it gets bigger with plus plus. Wow. I'm really impressed. Because I have made the mistake, even though I know that 4 away, 2 away, 3 away, 2 away, and 4 away, 3 away, in a way in the same draw, of course with in descending order. 4 away, 2 away, the most aggressive doubles are possible, then 3 away, 2 away, and then 4 away, 3 away. Hi Naoki, nice to have you here in the chat. It was a pleasure to play against you. Even though I'm not too happy with the NPR. I'm happy with some of my decisions, but I'm not so happy with the others. And this is super interesting. Super interesting. But this is even a pass already. Okay. You know, gammon price of 1, and we have 10 checkers. We are on the bar. We have extra shooters here. How do the numbers play? We have 2s, 4s, and 6s, and 3s here to hit, and 5s to cover. Yeah, which I also did not take a look at. But of course, if you have so many numbers which do anything good, which means covering or hitting a blot, that you have no real bad numbers. So if you have four good numbers, most of the time you don't have any really bad rows. And here we have even 5, if we count the 5s to cover the ace, which makes it quite strong. Of course, it's not a big disaster here to take here with 48, but it's interesting that it's. And now, if I'm here my own talking, I feel ashamed that I maybe would have not doubled, because it looks now clear why it's such a big double. And of course, if you have studied the scores a little bit, it's obvious that at 4 away, 2 away, it would be a several hundred millipoint error to take here. You can just verify it, because it's a huge bit difference. Let me just set up the position. And I will show you what I'm talking about. So same position, but before we 2 away, the most aggressive score for the doubler, and we have, as expected, 330 millipoint error to take here. And the error for not doubling gets smaller, and that the reason is that we are going in the direction of playing on for too good. Okay, let's see. We all know how this turned out. Not very well. I did not move much. There was a possibility to not hit with the 5-3. That was an interesting decision for me later on. So 3-1 was okay. Double 4. Yeah, this is a 5-3. Okay, it would have. That's also very difficult often if you are in a gammon safe or gammon safe-ish position, that you're not falling into the trap to play too passive. And here just anchoring on a relatively bad point and waiting for death would have been a double blunder. Okay, I'm happy with this, even though for XG it seems trivial play for a human. It's not, of course. So hitting was clearly correct. I'm happy with that. But I got punished badly. Double 5 dancing, and I think I did not move much. And let's check this one. Yeah, small technical stuff here. Not to jump the mini 1-3 prime, and instead getting them closed board numbers with double 6s, and with double 6 we have anyway, but double 3 again. Okay, but it's interesting that XG dings you for 33 millipoints, that you don't play that. Okay, your worst number here is your best number over there to make the 2-point. Anyway, I'm surprised about the size of this error. Okay, but I think no more difficult positions. That's it. So, yeah. I will later analyze it on ++ and see what happens. And yeah, I think we are through it. Was quite interesting match. Congratulations again to Naoki. He's now in a very good position to fight for the title. Nick just have to lose one match. And he has not played against Naoki, so he can do it with his own forces to gain the title in the first season of the StreamChamps League. Yeah, I think we wrap it up here, and I wish everybody a nice Sunday afternoon and evening. And yeah, don't forget to enjoy your life now. It will probably not get any better. So have fun now as much as you can, and be nice and be together with your friends and family, and yeah, enjoy the time that's left for us. Okay, so bye bye, see you next time.